Well, good morning. Marco here, the new American conservative with more important info not everyone can stomach. It's early morning here in beautiful Florida. I'm going for a little workout, run / walk, mostly walking, strolling. Say, what's up, man? He's a little sick. Hopefully it's not Corona, cerveza. There is a saying, the best way to understand the difference between recession and depression is, recession is when you know that your neighbor or neighbors are losing their jobs, but you still have yours. And you kind of get the idea what depression means, is when you lose your job. So I believe we are in a depression already, because I already knew my neighbors did not have jobs, and my wife was not furloughed, whatever that word is. I don't know if I pronounce it or if I know what it is actually. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. Fired, including over 200 employees that she was managing. And this happened in April. So I understand completely what is happening right now, and I have been understanding it. I just didn't see it coming that fast. Even though I've been preparing, I'm completely aware of, like I mentioned, what is going on. It's just never easy when it actually hits you like that. So most of her friends, workers, I'm not gonna say most, I'm gonna say some of them I did know on a personal, I knew their kids' names, their pets. These were some wonderful people, and now they're all fired. And the way it looks, these jobs are not coming back. I'm not going to get into details what the job was about, just for safety reasons. And I don't want to bash any company or entity, but that's what it is. So you may not think that we are in a depression because you still have your job. Or you may not have it, but you're making more while not working. So this is where this whole mess now is becoming more and more interesting. So what happens, I've mentioned in the previous video, when the unemployment checks stop? What happens when stimulus checks or money deposited into your account with a click of a mouse stop? Or what happens if they continue, they even double, but inflation got so high that you think you're good with your 10 grand or 50 grand or 5 million or whatever. What happens if inflation gets to the point where a loaf of bread is $20 and inflation is 50% daily? Yes, it's possible. Look up some hyperinflation situations where inflation was 65% on a daily basis. I experienced that back in ex-Yugoslavia in 1992, and it was not for 2 days. This was going on for 2 years. Not to mention, you can just call it for what it was. We were in the middle of civil war, where 140,000 people got slaughtered because of media hype, race baiting, etc. So this is all happening here in America. If by any chance the hyperinflation does not happen, then the stock market is just going to crash, and everybody that saved money in their 401ks is just going to go to big fat zero. If you have money in the savings account, you hold your money in the bank with low negative rates, as our president is calling, means you're going to have to pay bank now to hold your money in. So unless, again, you are not a huge company, meaning Fortune 500, you are in a 1% bracket, you're the elite, you're someone like Johnny Depp, Madonna, or one of these freaks, Jay-Z, Katy Perry. Shout out to Katy Perry. You're gonna get destroyed. There is still time to prepare. Look around. No politician will save you. Look up some of my previous videos where I break down what you need to do and how you need to do it. Listen from someone who has skin in the game. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing and what I've seen and I see with my own eyes. I don't trust anyone anymore. I was a big Trump guy, thinking the outsider will change the swamp. He is the swamp. It was not an easy thing for me to admit. It took over 2 years, but now I know. And I'm trying to let everyone else know. Please don't be complacent, okay? And for all you socialists out there, there is no such thing as free lunch. I say that in almost every video. I'm gonna keep talking about it. You have no idea what is about to happen to you. You think you're gonna enjoy with your pierced nose, which I don't care. I can care less what you're doing. You think you're gonna go in Starbucks and have your fancy shoes that are $250, drinking overpriced bad coffee, and talking about how this person is bad, that person is bad, and whatever else goes on in Starbucks conversations. I'm sure there is a lot of, talk about money, the economy. Snowflakes / millennials, you are in for a rude awakening. QAnon patriots, you're in for a rude awakening. You better start preparing. Nobody's gonna help you, especially not the man in charge right now. Yes, he is POTUS, okay? He's in charge of the country, however you look at it. He gained complete control of everyone's lives while losing control of the entire country. Those are facts. Prepare. Cryptos, gold, silver, anything that you are not all in the dollar. Bet against the debt, bet against the dollar. It's not being anti-American to bet against the dollar is betting against you. They, the real, true, invisible enemy, are betting against you. They're betting against me. They're betting and destroying the middle class. They're betting against the middle class, and they are deliberately destroying it, including the upper middle class. If you're still fortunate to have your job, good for you, and I hope it continues. But the way things are going, it's not looking good. Prepare. Take care, everyone.